Well, I live in Vietnam, so I was looking within Asia and Australia for rehabs. There were quite a few overseas in Australia which looked very appealing. I was very comfortable with the level of treatment that I'd be receiving there, but ultimately the price was 4 or 5 times higher than the Dawn. I then started looking in Thailand, a bit closer to where I was living. I spoke with a number of treatment centres here over the course of a few days, and the Dawn was ultimately the one I felt most comfortable with. The price point was right for me. I had an incredible assessment with David, the counsellor, who just made me feel so completely comfortable at all times. I felt really asked me the right questions, and I also didn't feel upsold to by the admissions team. I think it has been really helpful being part of a more intimate sized group at the Dawn. I've had a very close relationship with all of the staff members here. Everybody is on a name-to-name basis. It feels a lot like a peer interaction as opposed to a big power separation between the clinical team and the clients. I know I'm not alone in feeling that way with the current cohort here. The small group size as well has allowed us to each get to know each other very well and really form supportive relationships within the client group. The relationship that I have with my counsellor, Wei Ling, that I have built with her over the last 3 months, has been absolutely incredible. I've been in therapy for years at a time and never had that level of understanding from somebody who's worked with me professionally before. She has only ever interacted with me on a very mutually respectful, almost peer-like basis, which I've appreciated more than I could ever say. Nobody wants to be told what to do, and she has never done that with me. She's certainly given me constructive advice, but more it's helping me to find the own answers within me. I'm actually staying on with my counsellor online under an arrangement with the admissions team, and I don't know how long that will continue for, but I really think that's the best process for me moving forward, because we have such a good bond and because I feel so understood and supported. Considering reaching out to the Dawn or any other rehab for that matter for support, I would urge them to absolutely go through with the phone call. I completely understand the sheer level of terror that you experience in that moment where you realise you may be submitting yourself into inpatient care for an extended period of time. For me, that terror didn't completely go away at all upon making the phone call. In fact, it probably lasted until the end of my first week here, but it was dramatically reduced at every step of the way. When I made the initial phone call, I received a great deal of kindness and support and understanding, which made me feel so much better about the Dawn in general, but also about my decision to move forward in recovery. And that support didn't waver in the week leading up to my arrival here or once I had arrived. So the terror does go away. It's an incredibly big step, picking up that phone. It's probably one of the most difficult things you're ever going to have to do during your recovery period. But just putting the phone numbers into your phone and being there when somebody answers is just the most powerful thing you could possibly do for yourself when you're in the depths of a mental health breakdown or in the depths of addiction. So I'd encourage anybody to go ahead with it when they're looking at the website. Just take the further step, make the phone call, and it's not something that you're going to regret.